Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers, back with the 2025 Surveyor Legend 260BHLE. This is an amazing family travel trailer. It gives you a ton of space in the bunks and the living area with that one slide out and a separated room for the main bedroom. So like always, we're going to do the specs first. It takes me 1 minute to do those specs and then we'll dive inside. Let's go, guys. So the basic specs on this 2025 Surveyor 260BHLE. Your unloaded vehicle weight is 5,778 pounds. Your cargo carrying capacity is 1,962 pounds, which brings your potential fully loaded weight to 7,740 pounds. Your hitch weight is 740 pounds. Your exterior length total is 29 feet 11 inches. Your exterior height, including the AC, is 11 feet 3 inches. Your exterior width is 8 feet. Your tanks, your fresh water tank is 40 gallons, your gray water tank is 40 gallons, and your black tank is 30 gallons. Your awning size is 15 feet. Let's jump inside. All right, everybody, now that we got the specs done, let's jump inside first, and then we'll come outside and I'll talk about the construction and all the good stuff it has to offer outside. All right, I love Surveyor, really good quality brand. If you've watched my channel, I do these quite a bit, and what I love about them is how different they are than all of the other brands that you see out there. They're very close to Nobo. If you've seen a Nobo, I'm not sure if they do come out of the same building, but they are very similar in the interior, like the couches and the color schemes that they do. Both companies do a very good job at just standing apart from the other companies that are doing like a lot of gray tones and the darker colors. Like, it just looks really good. The accented lighting that they do looks nice, and it's not that tacky neon blue color that they tend to use a lot in trailers. It's that more of that soft white, and I think it just looks really good in these trailers. So as you walk in, you can see you got one slide out in this trailer, and it's framed out right there where the fridge and the couch are. To the left of me, you got some bar stools, which I love. So it does not have a table in this trailer, but it does give you this little bar setup, which I kind of like. You know, it gives you a little extra living space versus having that table. And these chairs are solid, like they're not cheap. It's got the nice material on top, and then you have this little strap right here to hold them into place when you're ready to go down the road. It's a pretty good sized bar table. Like, you could definitely put a plate on here, you know, enjoy breakfast, dinner, extra seating if it's raining or anything, because you do have bunks in this, obviously, so you're going to be having probably an extra 2 guests, so having the couch and these bar stools is going to come in handy. To the, or behind me, not to the right of me, like I said, is going to be your refrigerator. This fridge is on the slide out. This is a 10 cubic foot fridge. This is going to be a 12 volt fridge. I love the 12 volt fridges just because they are deeper. They're deeper and they cool way faster. I just plugged this thing in, and if you noticed, it's plugged into the golf cart. And so this fridge is running off the battery on the golf cart, and it is frosty already. You probably can't see, but there's already ice building up in this freezer. So versus your gas electric fridge, you know, it is nice to have 2 options, but being that this is 12 volt, it cools so fast you don't have to keep it on the night before you go on a trip. So I'm a fan of the 12 volt, especially if you have solar, which this does, and I'll go into that a little later. To the left of me, you have the kitchen, and this kitchen is amazing. The counter space is perfect, mainly because, like I said, you are going to have extra guests in this place, so you're going to have to be feeding a lot more mouths than just 2. So what does that mean? You're going to need prep space, and look at all of this counter space. Tons of counter space right here that you can utilize whenever you're ready to cook. As you can see, you can utilize the sink as prep space and the stove top. So you got all of this as prep space, and I love that they do this kind of like this cutting board, this wood cutting board. This comes out And you could either use it right there for prep space, or you can hang it right nice on there. And it just looks really good. I would probably not use it. It just looks really nice right there. I like it. Looks good. So you got a cutting board that can be used as prep space. Big farm style sink. I know it is not a true farm style sink. That is just what the industry calls it. I get kind of, people get a little angry when I say that, but it's just what they call it. So look how big this sink is. You even got the nice faucet up here. Boing, boing, boing. You can spray everything off. Boom, boom, boom. So nice and easy to pull off there if you need to spray some vegetables off, do the dishes. Look at the, like that gold tone to this faucet. They just match things super good in this trailer. That's why I like Surveyor, is the way it looks. It just looks like a elegant, what do you call it? Feng shui. That's what it looks like. So you got a nice metal faucet, farm style sink. You even got the bottle opener. I always say it, Surveyor has the best logo. Check it out. They even gave me a hat. Yeah? Huh? I need a new one. It's getting kind of nasty. But Surveyor has the best logo. You got some drawers down here for your utensils. They're not super long, as you could see, but definitely will fit your utensils. That one's the same. This is really cool. You got a road vac. This is not 12 volt though, so you do need to be plugged in to use it. You get a little hose that hooks in right there, and then you got a dustpan right here, so you could sweep dirt into there and it'll suck it up for you. Yeah, I like that feature. That's really nice. That way when you're coming in and out, rocks get in, you could vacuum it up when you get home. You do have a decent amount of plugs in this kitchen area too. I love that they put USB-C and a standard plug right here next to the bar. So if you have kids charging iPads and all their electronics that they should not bring when they're out camping, you got a space for it with plugs. So I love that. Ooh, another light right here. Up above, you do got one cabinet space right here. It's an okay size. You know, put your plates, bowls, cups, things like that. You got your microwave right here, pretty standard. And then you have like a spice rack up above as well. Coming down, you got your Furrion microwave, Furrion fan light combo. And then coming down to here, like I said, you could utilize this as prep space. You got your knife holder back here, which I like. The little details, you know, it's the small things sometimes. Look at that. You got your grease cup. Put that right in there. This folds back, and then it serves as a backsplash, you know, so you don't get that bacon grease all over. And you got yourself a 3-top burner. And I love that it's nice and flush with the countertop. You don't have to worry about pots and pans falling off when you're cooking. I have heard that happen before, you know, when it's raised off the counter a little bit. You got your fancy lights. You got your light in your oven. Not a bad oven. It will come down all the way to right here. So you can fit pretty much anything in this thing. Decent oven. To the right of this, huge cabinets. Look at that. That's going to be amazing for pots and pans. And it is deep. Look at that. I could barely reach the entire thing, the back of it. So really good storage right there for your pots and pans. This counter space is amazing. I love it. They changed it up a little bit since the 24. I don't think the 24 had this much counter space. It's great. Up above this, you do have your TV. Let's see if I could pull it out because I want to show you if it swivels. Take a look at all of that nice accented lighting right there. Let's see, pull this down. There we go. So when you're ready to put the TV out, it locks into place with this little strap right here. So you pull down and it unlocks right there. And then you can swivel this TV to different areas because the couches are a little offset. And as you can see, it can come out a little further as well. So it will swivel to kind of fit your needs. Behind me is the couches. Oh, I love these couches. Look how good they look. Comfy, comfy couches. What I love about this size of Surveyor is they're actually using, I believe it's a rack and pinion slide. So you do not have like a raised edge on that slide out. It's nice and flush. You've seen when I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos, but I did one on the smaller ones that are like 20 feet. There's a raised edge on the slide, so the couch is extended, so your feet dangle, which isn't a crazy big deal. But this one is nice and like normal height, and then you got a seamless slide right here, so you don't have any lip right there to step up onto, which I think is a big deal. I kind of wouldn't want to step up in this size of unit, but these couches are amazing. Look at these cool little like end tables that they put on, and you can take them out and still have cup holders. So these can be removed. How nice is that? Just the shape of them and the creativity. They don't just give you a bland TV tray right here. You got your cup holders. And then you do even have a charging port right here, like a charging pad. Just set your phone right there. You know, kick back. Ooh, yeah, look at that. And then you got your TV positioned in a really good spot. It is a little high. Someone the other day said, what do these manufacturers think? We have necks like giraffes? And I couldn't really argue with them because they do tend to put the TVs a little higher. But, you know, maybe you could tilt it down a little bit, but it's not in a bad spot. I'm sitting here comfy, can see the TV. Recliners go out nice, and let's see, these do lean back really far. Wow. The other ones on the smaller trailers do not lean back. Let me show you. Eh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could sleep on this. This is comfy. And then if you do notice, you do have like some little end tables right here, so if you needed to put your remotes and stuff like that, pretty handy. All right, let's see if I can get back up. Oh, man, I've been working out like crazy, doing my abs and running and stuff, getting ready for summer. You might not think this is some hard work, but being out in the heat in 100 degrees, going in these trailers, if you're in shape, you're going to be able to sell these a lot better. So I love those. You got some massive windows on this slide out. Check this out. Woo! Hopefully your view will be better than what this is, but it's not bad. Hey, check out those skies. Tell me where you're from. I'm curious where you guys are from. Out here in New Mexico, we're known for our big skies. Look, if those cars weren't in the way, look how beautiful that would be. It's like a painting. We got our sandias out there, but look how big this window is. So this window does not open, but I think I would prefer the bigger window than having one that opens, because that view, imagine, like I could just imagine being at like on the Oregon coast, looking out maybe into the redwoods or the ocean. So I love that window. To the left, you got another window that does open. This one slides up so you can get in some natural light and fresh air. Even the small little details of like the valances. You got the raised beveled edge, just looks really nice. And then look how they frame out the windows right here. So just little details that I'm pointing out that a lot of companies don't do. I just love that Surveyor goes that extra mile to give you that Surveyor touch. Going to the pantry that I have not shown you yet. You got to have a pantry for snacks, and that is a good size pantry. Pretty deep. And it goes all the way down to right here. So not bad. That is a pretty decent pantry. You can't expect a whole crazy amount because this is a bunkhouse. Couples coaches, you will get a lot more storage space, obviously, because the bunks aren't there. But these bunks are really nice because you do get added storage for having bunks. A lot of people do get bunks to store stuff. Look at that. Looks good, looks good. You got your window up there. You got a USB-C plug up here and a vent for the AC. Both have windows, and you might not think it's a big deal, but a lot of times they won't add windows to the bottom bunk, and it's like a bat cave. Down below, look at all this storage, or a doghouse. That'd be perfect for my French bulldogs. So it'd be a doghouse, or you can pull this up. Look at that. Tons of storage. It goes up a little higher, but the pad is on there. This bunk is easier to put up than even the Flagstaffs. And you know I love Flagstaff, but however they're doing this, God, it's so easy compared to the Flagstaff bunk. So folding it up is easy, and then there's like a little magnet down there that will hold it. Pretty simple. I like that. You got tons of storage down there. And the ladder. Okay, this, I don't know if Flagstaff did it by accident, but they have their bunks and then there's a ladder. The door of the bathroom hits the ladder. They did it the wrong way or something, but this ladder is perfect because you could still get in and out of the bathroom with this ladder here, and it's secured against it. You can remove it if you wanted to, and you'll be surprised. You don't get ladders in travel trailers all the time. They expect you to jump up. So you got your ladder. Moving on to the bathroom. Just like I said, you can get into the bathroom real easy. You don't have to worry about hitting the ladder coming in and out. And woo, look at that. Tons of floor space. Not bad. When you have double bunks, like the wider bunks, you can't expect to have a lot of room. But this is not bad. This is pretty good. You can kind of get around. So, porcelain throne. Good quality. You know what we're going to do? We're going to sit on this toilet. I always encourage you guys to do the same because last thing you want to do is get a toilet that is not comfy. So plenty of room for my knees and my feet. I always say this. They need to extend this just a little more. Then you could have a squatty potty. Let me turn you around so you can see the shoulder room. All right. So not bad. Look at that. That's plenty. I mean, I'm not the biggest dude ever, but I feel like majority of people will be comfortable in this. Turn you around nice and slow. Don't want to get you guys sick. You got a little storage down below with easy access to your plumbing. Decent sized sink. Big enough to wash your hands, brush your teeth. You got a little bit of counter space right here. And then your medicine cabinet. They always lock it from the behind. Let's see. See, they always lock it right there. There we go. Medicine cabinet. Pretty standard. You got your toothbrush holder. I like that. This does have a tankless water heater. So if you're like me, I want to take a 20-minute shower. You can take as long of a shower as you want as long as you have the water. You got, this is, I don't want to say weird, but it's, your control panel is kind of split into two. I guess I understand why the water pump and water heater are right here. And then all your readings. So you just flip a switch, it'll do its thing. And then huge feature that this thing comes with is heated tank pads. So every tank has a heated 12-volt pad on it. So you just flip this switch. There's a lot of benefits to having the tank heaters, because if you're driving through, let's say I'm coming from New Mexico going through Colorado and it's freezing, you could potentially freeze your tanks going down the road. With this system, just flip these on and they will keep your tanks heated. That way when you get to your destination, you're not worrying about your tanks freezing and cracking on you. There is another method where you got forced air that goes underneath into the underbelly. I would prefer this just because I don't know how safe it is going down the road with your heater going. And then also if you're out hiking or fishing, you don't want to be wasting all of your propane to keep your underbelly heated when you could just use 12-volt heat pads. And again, this does have solar, so you won't have to worry about this draining your batteries. You'll constantly keep them charged. Shower is a really good height. You got plenty of headspace in here, especially with that skylight. I'm going to get in this just so I can show you a reference. Ugh. Dang, I need to cut this mullet off. It started as a joke because I was like, you're selling trailers. You got to fit the part, but it's starting to drive me nuts. So I need to get back to my clean cut ways. But look at the headspace I got. Tons. I'm 5'7". Obviously I'm not the tallest guy, but still got a lot of room. I could stretch my arm up all the way. So, I mean, if you're in like 6'2", you're going to be comfortable in this. Got a decent amount of wiggle room in here to move around. Shower head, I usually like to show it, but I don't want the antifreeze to fall out of that bag. But this is how much room I got. Let's close this. So, I mean, it's not bad. And then this all seams up nicely. See how there's no way for the water to escape? Like, there's absolutely no way this water can get out. And then it just slides open. Your shower pan is a little smaller, but I love that they did that because it gives you more floor space. You know, if you're camping with a bunch of people, you're not going to be able to just change in front of them. So adding extra floor space instead, I think, is the way to go, and maybe having a little smaller of a shower. You got your towel rack right here, towel holder, hanger, whatever. You got the big fart fan, baby. Look at those big old fan blades versus the small ones you see sometimes. That thing has 4 speeds. It will pull some air out. If you're camping with me, you're going to want that. All right. What do you guys think of the bathroom? Pretty nice, huh? Not bad, considering it has 2 massive bunks to the left of it. We will go to the front now, to the bedroom. Check it out. How nice and seamless is that? You got 2 I guess they're not pocket doors because they're not sandwiched, but you got sliding doors. This adds so much space. Dang, these magnets are strong. Oh, yeah, look at that. North-south bed. Hold on, let me put the lights on real quick. Dang it. I try to position this stuff so when I open the things, it looks nice and beautiful for you guys. It's all right. There we go. All right, let's redo that. Ooh, dang, look at that. North-south bed. This is a true queen. So 60 by 80. So if you wanted to, you can switch this out with a residential mattress if you want something a little more comfy. It will fit that. If you get an RV queen, it'll be 6 inches shorter. Love that it's north-south. You can get in and out of bed easier. It makes it way less of a hassle to make the bed when it's positioned this way. You got tons of storage. Look at this. Tons of storage. So you got a wardrobe on both sides that's the exact same. Up there. And that passes through all the way across. So you got cross storage on the top. You got some drawers right here. What do you guys think? You like that brass gold look to it? I like that. This isn't super deep. Those are kind of small. Those are not very deep, but you know, it'll serve a purpose. More storage the better, right? One thing that I like about this is you kind of got like an end table right here with plugs on both sides. So if you're someone that has a CPAP machine, you need to get a good night's sleep with that. You got a place to put it. You even have more room back here. You got some cup holders. So if you're like me that I wake up so dehydrated and thirsty, you got some cup holders and even more plugs right there. And there's a little hole that goes through so you could charge some stuff, some nice cubbies. You do have a windshield, huh? Yeah. I would recommend getting the windshield. They make aftermarket covers. I'm actually working on something to help you guys to get a company that will help with those covers, because I do want to find a company to refer you guys to. I'm working on that because you can protect those windshields, the windshields with an aftermarket cover. You don't have to worry about rocks chipping them or anything like that. So stay tuned for that. I got something coming because I get it asked a ton. Where do I go? So I will have something for you guys soon. You got windows on both sides with the nice fascias or valances. And then you do get storage down below as well. Check this out. Boom! Eh? You see that light that turned on, huh? Pretty nice. This goes outside, so there must be a sink or something. And then this is your hose for that vacuum system. And then your power cord. And then you got another hose right here for outside. This does have a TST monitoring system on the tires. So there's a sensor around the rim, and then you'll put this monitor in your tow vehicle, and it'll alert you if your tires are getting low, too hot. Really nice tool to have to keep an eye on your tires. These are deeper. These are nice. Look at that. Not super long, but they're deeper. So you got 4 drawers right there. Pretty nice. You do get 2 ACs in this thing. So one in the bedroom, one outside in the main living area, all ducted. And what I love about these ACs is that you can close these and open them and turn them. You might not think that's a big deal, but a lot of companies don't do that. And if you were using both ACs, you want to push the air, you know, into just there, you have that opportunity to do that. TV backer board right here. If you want to hang the TV, there's a mount that goes right there. Whew. All right. What do you guys think? You love it? I love it. Really nice unit. So we're gonna go outside. I'm gonna show you this control panel real quick. Stick with me. I talk about construction and stuff like that, which is important as well. Just this is where your slide is. Pretty standard stuff. Your awning, 30 amp solar controller to keep an eye on what your batteries are doing. So pretty standard stuff. Look at the lights. Just looks super cozy. I'll get it ready for whoever's watching this. All right. So I'm gonna pause right here so you guys can kind of see the features that it has. I'm trying to touch on everything, so you will be on the legend side. So right there, and then your superior construction, which I'm gonna talk about as well. So, starting at the front, you got your electric tongue jack and your light down here. Dual propane tanks. You can put 2 batteries. You got your battery disconnect, that red knob, so you can shut off your batteries. When we get to the front, when I go all the way around, I'll talk about how the wall's constructed. Then, the storage. You got the magnets with the luggage latch. Look at all that storage. How great is that? Tons of storage. Look at even the wood. It's treated wood. It's not cheap particle board. But you notice one thing that I'm noticing? All aluminum framed. So this trailer is 6-side aluminum frame, meaning the front wall, the back wall, roof floor, and both side walls. Let me tell you why that's important. A lot of companies, if you do not ask the salesperson, is it 6-side aluminum framed, it could be mixed with wood on those. Like maybe it'll be the roof and the floor and then the sidewalls are wood, or maybe the sidewalls are aluminum and then everything else is wood. Me personally, I would want it to either be fully aluminum or fully wood. It's just really smart to ask because you're going to be paying for these things and you want to know what you're paying for, because they will put a sticker on the side of the door that says aluminum framed, and if they don't say it's 6-sided, chances are it is mixed with wood. So look at that storage one more time. Yeah, tons of storage. All right, let's move back. You got your solid steps that fold right into the doorway. You got the glass door. It's kind of dirty, but you can't see out of it. People always ask. See, it's got a window, but you can't see out of it. It just looks really cool. Also, solar. This does have 400 watts of solar. They won't be doing that forever. It's just this run right now that we have. 400 watts of solar, 30 amp solar controller, and prepped for an inverter. So you can add an inverter to this. It's already wired and ready to go. You do have the Goodyear Endurance tires, a good quality tire right off the lot, and you have that tire monitoring system that I was telling you about. Pretty standard stuff. Your plugs, put a TV out here if you wanted to. Look at how nice those lights are. Huge awning and lights that wrap all the way across. Kick back. I love it. Now, let's see if I could open this with one hand. All right, there we go. Ooh, yeah. You got the fridge outside for the cold snacks. And then you have, check this out. Oh boy. Oh, man, they always switch stuff up. One time, some brands go one way and some go the other. So that little griddle that you get, it was in the storage. It's like a flat top grill. It goes into these little holes right here and sets on, and then you could cook, and then you have a little prep space right here. It also has a plug right here and a light, so if you wanted to put another appliance out here, you can. To the left of this, you got a shower, hot and cold water. You could spray stuff off, your grill, the dog, yourself. This is a very nice storage area right here. Look at that. So you can access all the storage underneath the bunk from inside and outside. I did see a picture where someone actually fit a kayak in here. That'd be cool. Mountain bikes, whatever type of activities you like to bring along. And then you have a receiver right here on the back that will hold 300 pounds. So you can definitely bring along a lot of extra stuff if you're fishing or anything like that. You got your 50 amp plug because this does have 2 ACs, cable, satellite, black tank flush to clean out your tanks. This does have, this is the slide out. This does have a through frame slide or a rack and pinion slide. This is the slide that you can put out partially. So if you need to access the bathroom or anything like that, in an emergency, it's not a problem to put this slide system out partially. If you're curious about slides, I've done a video on them, and I kind of go into which ones you can lubricate, which ones you shouldn't, and which ones you should not put out partially. So check out that video. Maybe I'll put it in the description. You got your potable water, city water, and your tankless water heater. This door is a little smaller just because of the fact that the water heater is in the way, but not bad at all. You can still access all the way through. Now, talking about the construction of the walls on this, this is a really big deal. So the way they make these trailers is they actually put the fiberglass on this, the outside, then you either have Luan or Asdel, then you have a rigid block foam, and then the aluminum framing in there, and then the inner walls. So Luan is basically just a wood sheet that goes across, and Asdel is a type of composite that is impervious to water. So basically it's waterproof. You could put it in water for months and months and it will not degrade on you or change. And so you got to imagine these are held, they're stored outside most of the time in the elements. And I'm sure you guys have seen when the walls get ripply and bubbly, that means that the water literally got in the walls and now it's separating, it's delaminating. And that's when you start having mildew issues, you start getting that bubbling, and your walls start falling apart. So if that is important to you, a lot of times you could see the sticker that says Asdel. You got to be careful though, because that is the brand. A lot of companies are moving to a lot of different composite brands, so it's not all called Asdel. Just ask the sales guy, is it a composite wall or is it Luan? So that's a really nice way to make sure, like I can't talk. It's a nice way to protect from moisture, mildew, things like that. You know, you just got to make sure you're taking care of your joints on the trailer and stuff like that. Make sure there's no water getting in. But that Asdel will definitely help with any issues like that. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that tour and got some good information out of it. I try to pack in as much as I can without wasting your time. I also really want to thank all of you guys so much. I did not expect this channel to grow as fast as it did. I started it 6 months ago just to have fun and help, you know, my sales. When people come in, I could kind of guide them in a direction with my videos. And what I've really noticed is that everyone has been really positive and supportive. They're leaving great comments, feedback. You know, I feel like I'm really building a community here of positive people. That is my goal. When I started this, I just wanted to be myself and have fun. I didn't want to change for the camera, and it seems like people are also enjoying that. So I just wanted to thank you guys for liking and subscribing and being positive on the channel. I want to keep it that way and keep growing. If you are new to the channel, definitely subscribe. I try to do a new tour every single day, whether it's a 60-second short or a long form tour like this. If you don't know where I'm located, I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, where Breaking Bad was filmed. And yeah, I always say it is that crazy here. I'm located at a dealership by the name of Albuquerque RV. We are a locally owned dealership and we are a force. We're trying to make a name for ourselves. Our number is in the descriptions below, so if you have any questions or you would like to work with me, definitely call in, but make sure you ask for Tyler because we're on a rotating list. So if you don't ask for me, you could end up with another sales guy, which isn't bad. All the sales guys are super great here and we'd be happy to help you. So I hope you guys have a good evening and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.